Hello yummy moms. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for coming, and if you're already an existing subscriber, thank you so much. Now we're on a series about what other yummy moms would want a new mom to know based on their experience. So we've talked about the pregnancy. Okay, let's talk about the afterbirth. One of the things they would like you to know is that you may not bond with your baby immediately. Okay, so that overwhelming maternal love that everybody's like, I feel so much love for my baby. Immediately I saw him or her, I felt this maternal instinct to protect, to love, to nurture. It doesn't happen to everyone, so you have to know that it doesn't happen to everyone. Okay, so just in case you do not feel it, you have nothing to worry about. It will develop within time, because let's be honest, okay, yes, this baby has been in your body, okay, but this baby is a stranger. You don't know this person. So for some people that are not so keen in making new connection, in forming new connections with others, once they have a baby in their life, it doesn't mean an instant bonding would occur. For some of those people, it takes time. The more they stay with the baby, they begin to love this baby, and this maternal bond develops. So another thing I want us to talk about is breastfeeding. You see this one? You see this breastfeeding yoga? But I say it's the yoga pata 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 of them all, because in this breastfeeding there are a whole lot of issues different moms will want to talk about. First of all is latching. Okay, based on our kind of country, I don't know how many people have that in Nigeria, but I'm sure, let me say, show me die, like 98% of those that give birth in Nigeria, at least 98% did not have a lactation expert. Yeah, you might have an older woman that has given birth before telling you what to do and what not to do. So many new moms, all they are being told to do is put baby to breast. And yes, the hospital will also tell you during antenatal, that's good hospitals will tell you during antenatal that don't just put the nipple, put some part of the areola, that's the darker part around the nipple, into the baby's mouth, okay, so the baby can latch properly. Gender latching, if a baby doesn't latch properly, you are at a risk of having cracked and sore nipples. As I'm saying this, crack and sore nipples, it's looking like something that is crack, and it's just like, it's sounding like a fairy tale. That thing is painful. The pain of that thing then inside brain. You imagine your skin, your nipple is being cut, like you have this huge cut around the nipple. Okay, and sometimes it brings out blood, yet you still have to continue feeding the baby. They will tell you, keep feeding the baby. As you're feeding the baby, his his or her mouth will heal it. I actually feel it's the breast milk that actually helps heal it, because the breast milk actually does a lot of things. Yeah, that's another thing that I think new moms have to know. Breast milk does a whole lot of things. You can use breast milk as a facial cleanser. You can even use it on baby skin. So breast milk is beautiful. So that sore nipple, the pain, as your nipple is cracked, is hurting you. You can't even wear proper clothing because you're in so much pain. Then you now put a baby to it to now be sucking vigorously, a hungry baby. You are screaming. You are screaming, and the baby is screaming. Both of you are screaming sometimes. So in order not to confuse the child, you have to silence your scream, and tears are falling down your face. Like this cracked nipple sometimes is, I wouldn't say sometimes, experts will say it's always caused by poor latching on. But me, I say it sometimes, because I believe this meal, and this is not an expert opinion, I believe, let's say this is my skin, okay, and somebody keeps sucking on this skin, and this skin is now soft. I keep doing this, there will be wear and tear. So some of our mothers actually help us prepare for this, okay, during pregnancy. So what they do is they will tell you to take olive oil. Okay, so something you should do every day during pregnancy. Take olive oil and cotton wool and clean around the nipple, so you make the nipple soft and ready for breastfeeding. So this is during pregnancy, so you clean around the nipples, clean around the nipples and all of that. So it helps you prepare for breastfeeding. It's another breastfeeding issue that new moms might face, according to what other moms said I should tell you, is insufficient milk supply. You might say, okay, I'm putting this baby to breast, and the baby is sucking vigorously. After 5 minutes, the baby is screaming. You're like, what is wrong with this baby? What is wrong with this baby? Sometimes you, as the mom, you're having insufficient milk supply. Doctors would advise you to get a pump and actually pump and see how much your supply actually is, so you know if you are actually feeding this baby correctly. Okay, so yeah, some people are actually producing breast milk, but there's insufficient milk supply. Then there's the block milk dots. Oh my god, all these things happen around the time you really give birth. Like that block milk dot, then that one, the pain safe, because you have milk, in fact you're even engorged, yet when you press the breast, nothing is coming out. You can see the milk dot almost like veins on your in your breast and beneath the skin. You can feel it. It's heavy, everywhere is heavy like a stone, and you can't bring it out. You go under a hot shower, a warm shower, and try to express it. It's hard. It's hard. Oh my goodness, it's painful. It's very 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 painful. So there are different ways you could browse it and find out a way to clear block milk dots. That is painful. Then engorgement. Once the milk comes in within the first or the second day after birth, so people start breastfeeding immediately, but generally comes in within the first or second day after birth. Once the milk comes in, you have to be giving the baby as much as possible, you understand? And this is the new baby doesn't know how to suck. It just came out from inside. It doesn't even use mouth for all those things. The inside stomach, what the baby does is placenta that delivers food straight to his tummy, you understand? So the baby is not used to using his or her mouth to be sucking. So you have to start teaching this baby, and sometimes the baby cannot even suck. In fact, for those that have excessive milk supply, the baby cannot finish it. The baby cannot finish it. The baby cannot finish, because the baby's tummy is so small. It will just take small and remove mouth. Hey, and your breast is like alawanya, like, you know, big and engorged, and you are in pain because it's so heavy and it's painful. Please get a pump, whether a manual or an electric pump. Get a pump it out. Save breast milk in the fridge, in the freezer. Browse it out. You see different ways to save breast milk. See, at that point, me, if I would advise you, as much as you can pump, then as much as you can throw away. I'm telling you, because there's sometimes you look around, you've pumped a lot is in the fridge and the freezer, and you are still engorged, and baby is already full. What do? You throw it away, because you know that the way your body is producing this thing, in the next how many minutes it's coming up again. Every fluid you drink, whether water, whatever kind of fluid you drink, oh yeah, it comes back up again. So that is another struggle that some new moms experience. Then there is inverted nipples. That's flat nipples. Those nipples that are they're not protruding, they're inside. So there's a way they'll have to, it's painful because you have to be bringing out the nipple to feed the baby. So there's a way some people, lactation experts or some nurses can help you bring it out to feed the baby. It's painful. From those that I know that it has affected, most of them told me that was very, very painful. And these people were born with these flat nipples. It's not something that happened along the way. It's the way God created them. So feeding a baby that way with flat nipples is hard. It's also another breastfeeding struggle. Then what about those that no matter what they do, they're unable to breastfeed? The milk is being delayed. It might be delayed for a week, some weeks, or it may never come in. They tell them take hot pap, they take hot pap, take kunu, they take kunu, take water, they take water, take pineapple back, and they take everything, and the milk supply is just little to nothing. That can cause emotional stress because the baby is hungry. See, generally anyone, anywhere it is, even if you are breastfeeding well, you understand, I am an advocate of exclusive breastfeeding, but if it's affecting your mental health, you understand, or you're unable to produce milk for your child, or you are producing insufficient milk, please get a good baby formula and feed your baby. Please feed your baby formula. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Then there's mastitis. It looks like engorgement, but you will really fall sick. The breast will be warm to touch. You will fall sick. You'll be developing fever. The breast will be really engorged. It's painful. It's really painful. They have to give you antibiotics in the hospital to help with that. So there is cluster feedings. Like I told you, the baby's tummy is so small. It's so small. You just get frustrated. You will be taking things small. In the next 2 hours, baby, have oh my goodness. When you want to sleep, you have to start breastfeeding again. Sometimes mom is so tired, she has to be lying down and breastfeeding the baby. Yes, she's scared. Especially people that are really busty, they'll have to be scared. Let the breast not cover the baby's nose. And she's so tired because during the night, most moms, especially new moms, they wake up because the baby's tummy is so small. They might wake up about 3 to 4 times during the night. They really are having little to no sleep. Okay, breastfeeding the baby and all of that. And if it's a baby that's there's one baby I heard about, the mother self try. The baby would breastfeed. The mom will wake up to breastfeed this baby. As the baby finish sucking, next the baby will poop and start crying that, oh yeah, let's start again from beginning. They'll clean poop, start breastfeeding again, poop again. This thing will happen for almost 4 or 5 hours. The mother's back will be hurting because it happens all through the night. Let me say, like from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. when people are sleeping. The mom will be so exhausted. Okay, the mom will be so exhausted. Nobody talks about this breastfeeding struggle. And once you are breastfeeding, you need to be eating. Nobody talks. See, new moms, it's not easy. You understand? You need to be eating because you feel dizzy and lightheaded after breastfeeding. So try to get food around you. It must not be about this heavy everything. Just get food. It might be fruit. Yeah, the more you get hungry, so just eat right. Okay, it must not be something all this heavy things so that it will hold the stomach once. We know that let me eat this heavy thing. Once it holds my tummy, then I'm good to go. Those things can make you fat. Okay, yes, eat them, but not at the middle of the night, not around 1, 2. Look for something else and hold your tummy. I know it's not easy. The back pain because you're bending, so get a breastfeeding pillow so you can carry this thing. You can bring the baby up, especially newborns. They're really small, so you could bring them to your arm level. You understand? When breastfeeding, try not to sleep off with the baby. Yes, doctors advise that you can sleep side by side and be breastfeeding the baby, but be careful. SIDS is real. Some babies have died that way. Especially when the mom breast covers the nose and all, the baby will be crying, but their voices are so will I say weak, they are not as loud as ours. You might be, and the mom is so exhausted, she might sleep off, and even the father might be exhausted too, so nobody will actually hear this baby crying, and the baby can die. So I know it's hard, but just try. please try, please really try. Breastfeeding is not funny, and especially when you're unable to breastfeed, you feel as though you've failed your baby. You haven't failed your baby. It's just, sometimes it's just the way it is. I know of a woman that has 4 children, and she was only able to breastfeed the first child and the 3rd child, so she could not breastfeed the 2nd and the last child. It was no fault of hers. You can breastfeed one child and you might not be able to breastfeed the other one. Yeah, still your own body. The fact that you are bursty doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be able to lactate. In fact, people have found out that most bursty women go through delay in milk production. They find that those that are not as bursty, they have tendency to produce more milk. Okay, and breastfeeding is challenging because you have to eat to be able to feed this baby well, and it can encroach into your time. And once baby start bringing in teeth, they might be biting, you understand, and the nipple cracking and sore nipples, that pain is woof. As I'm talking about it, I remember that pain is not an easy thing to go through, but it's an amazing journey. See you. Love you.